Sorry, Eddie. I'm just not ready.
But what in Sam heck am I supposed to do?
Welcome to Something Crunchy, the Valley's #1 comedy entertainment podcast.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. I'm Kellen Blake. With me as always, Blair and Tanner Dressel. We got a fun one tonight, full-on Crunchtober vibes, and we'll be getting into our reviews of not Jordan Peele's Him, Netflix's Monster Ed Gein series, and some of the best scares of 2025. But first, let's get into the headlines.
Yes.
City of Seattle installs public masturbation deterrent infrastructure at Perv Park. Makes matters worse. Denny Blaine Park thought it'd be a good idea to divide the very public place into clothing optional and clothing required zones, making it now known as Perv Park, in response to all the people that were either banging or masturbating to people banging at Perv Park. City crews have erected this chain link fence topped with green mesh, creating a public masturbation deterrent infrastructure.
I can't. I simply can't. Very effective.
The fence barely lasted a day at Old Perv Park, but the real story is the clothing optional park in Seattle to begin with. If you're having court-mandated public masturbation deterrent infrastructure discussions, it may not be the best idea, but if it was a gated community or a nice loofah village, I could potentially get behind a clothing optional park. Maybe if it's like a scooter park or pickleball court, so you're not just standing around staring at each other's junk. It's all about the vibe.
It's just like the beach.
No.
Less sand.
No,
It's not, though.
What I don't understand is that they made one half nudie and the other half for just your regular
For the kids.
your transient family.
Should be two completely separate
Okay,
parks.
so imagine like you're just lost in the parking lot, like tits out, trying to like find your nudie friends, and there's just like a group of kids just staring at your ass out. Just
Or you're going to meet friends and they didn't tell you which side.
exactly. You're like, oh, it's on the north.
You show up
side.
tits out and they're all just like with their
I
strollers and
came
they're
ready to play.
on that side.
This
of the park.
side of the
Gotcha. That makes so much more
The
sense.
doozle.
And I go
Yes.
click clack away in my shoes. Like,
Mom group. It totally makes sense. I don't know what I was thinking.
y'all have fun.
Got my appointments mixed up. I'm so sorry. Thought
is
this
weird.
was later in the day.
That is just
You can't make it half and half.
only in Seattle. It's different from the beach though, because the beach it's like vacation vibes. You're there and there's like a sectioned off nude beach.
But there's
You're
a
far away.
sectioned off nude park. Part of the park.
No, so different.
There's people like downtown just walking to work, trying to get to the office.
But that's probably not on the side of the nudies, right? That's probably the kids' side of the park that you walk by.
Can you imagine the
Sure.
caliber of people that you're seeing naked at the
at
park?
the park. It's never like the people that you want to see.
It's never the naked people you want.
It's
to
just the
see.
same thing at the beach.
Yeah.
Rarely do you get like what you're thinking of when you think of nude
You know.
beach.
Seattle's best? I think not.
There might be some good surprises in there, but I'd be shocked if they were all just like tens walking around.
Yeah,
Per park.
that wasn't a very tasteful start. Let's class it up. Mother and daughter celebrate as they get impregnated by the same young man who's magically good in bed. Oh. This lady says, my daughter and I have found love with the same man, and we are both preparing to welcome children for him. The woman confessed that after what her daughter told her about the man, she wanted to have a taste, and they both agreed to share. The man moved in their home and was doing his job, loving them both equally until they got pregnant. Both of them.
Both of them.
They are now preparing to give him 2 children and are happily ready to start building a family. I'm my own grandpa, played out IRL.
No, this is father of the bride. Like, I'm impressed that can be pregnant at the same time. Like, that's a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
Father of the Bride 2, where Steve Martin's wife and daughter both pregnant at the same time.
It happened.
Remember that?
And the same guy. Like, that's going to be complicated. Right now, it's all fun.
Father of the brides.
You just
Father of the
wait.
Bride 3.
And how mystical,
Frank is pregnant.
magical is that strong dawn that they're both like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Mom's like, I gotta get in.
He's a
on
big,
it.
bright, shining star.
For sure.
What makes it so magical that this whole thing has to happen?
Probably the width. The wide ones are hard to come by.
I've been waiting for
So the
you.
daughter came complaining to
I
the
found
mom.
the one mother.
He split me open last night. She's like, I'll handle this.
God bless, give him to me.
But the mother and daughter that shares, when you don't share, you get the documentary about your mom abusively catfishing you until you do.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Both sides of the spectrum.
She would have loved if that was.
Do you
her
think she would have
situation.
stopped talking shit if her daughter would have sent her little dick down her way?
For sure.
Yeah, she would have been done.
That was the cure.
This whole thing could have been avoided with just a little dick pic.
I got a bad sickness, and the only cure
Yeah.
is some of that dick.
Some of that high school dig.
Oh, God.
Weren't they all in high school? That
Yeah,
was like
they
a high
were.
So
school.
gross.
That was a weird documentary. We got plenty of reviews to get into. That won't be one of them, but we should be getting into the documentaries. But of all the ones that I see that are just so like globally fucked up and things about like crazy crimes and white collar crimes, it's so weird to like get into a high school drama documentary. But that was the one that like went viral, and it did for good
No.
reason. She was a monster. That's the after Lizzie Borden in the 4th installment of Monster.
that
There'll
lady.
be
When you
the
get
catfishing mom.
When you can the first half of the interview be like, we just can't figure out who it is. Who could have possibly shows her 6 times in the first bit? Just like, but we just still couldn't figure out who it was. And then like 5 minutes, 5 minutes later, it's like it was you, and she's like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was me. It was me.
Yeah.
Float it.
Come on.
Let's keep things sex positive. It's Crunchtober. Burning Man's orgy dome pounded by a 50-mile-per-hour Nevada windstorm.
Oh no.
Oh.
According to the San Francisco Chronicle, 4 people have been injured due to weather, which has also damaged campsites, art installations, as well as the notorious orgy dome, which is the air-conditioned tent that welcomes consenting adult couples and groups for sexual exploration. Don't you dare come solo. You come on the street, like in Seattle. Another clothing optional safe haven torn apart. These are sad headlines. If you've ever been to Burning Man, you're just covered in dust. It's not sexy. The air conditioning is a huge appeal, though. I'd take on some stray fingers or wandering hands for some conditioned air. You definitely leave a Burning
Worth
Man if you
it.
spend too much time in there, though.
I can imagine.
In more uplifting news, Florida man bites his brother's penis off after walking in on him having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket. I'll go ahead and say it. I think he's a little too old to have a Dragon Ball Z blanket.
No.
Yeah.
No, you never mess with a man's special blanket.
He's going to cock block his brother and then bite the cock off his brother
That's how
because he got
upset.
some Goku on your Dragon Ball Z blanket.
I like how he's like, fuck the cousin.
Bad
but my
form,
blanket, like that is
Yeah.
fucked up. Do whatever you fucking want with Tammy. But, like, don't
Oh.
you dare fuck on my dragon.
Not my Wobie.
You want to hang out with your cousin Vicky tonight? I'll give you my beeper number. Lots to unpack here. I don't know why I'm so much more bothered by the Dragon Ball Z blanket than the cousin fucking. That really should take precedent, but no.
A blanket goes deep. Like,
does.
you don't do that.
Dragging his balls on Z blanket. Classy move.
Fast.
I can't imagine banging your cousin on anything different, though, to be honest.
Did he know what he was doing, though? Like, did he purposely do
Did he
it
know
on
that
the
was their
blanket?
cousin?
I'm gonna drag
No,
my
the-
nutsack.
The cousin,
across your Goku
obviously.
sheets.
It's the blanket.
Yeah. Oh, did he know
Like,
that it was?
obviously he knows it's his fucking cousin.
But he didn't know the meaning of the like favorite blanket.
Yeah, I mean, he's like,
But
oh,
it's
the fuck-
your cousin.
it's gotta be your
your-
cousin.
But it's your cousin, though.
Hot and Chad.
You told me to turn off the fan. Should we turn it back on?
Well, we got the AC humming. We might as well.
What's another few sounds?
Well, all right. Okay, I'll turn on the fan then.
Don't y'all dare Gein this whole thing.
Growing boy needs some conditioned air. It's like the orgy tent in here, Blair.
The most fucked up nightmares.
I'm starting to get a little chafed.
Denver hosts 31-mile run where racers have to constantly consume Taco Bell. The event is called the International Taco Bell 50K Ultra Marathon. The race is a loop throughout Denver and includes mandatory stops at 10 area Taco Bells. A 50K is 31 miles. Tyler, you're our resident TB aficionado.
Yes,
Our
I am.
specialist.
Could you do 10 stops for some fourth meal or 31 miles?
10 stops for fourth meal, no prob. Mixing that in with 31 miles of
Why
anything.
so long? Like, not even just a marathon, but even more.
The
so?
overlap
Like,
of the people who are like willing and can do 31 miles
those
of
are
an
like
ultra marathon
Ironman people
don't
that
really like.
train all the time and don't want to go 31 miles shoving Taco Bell and wet burritos.
And
in
I'm
their
sorry,
I'm farting just thinking about
if I come up like just lungs are burning, my face is red, I could hardly breathe. I've done 5 miles and
Now you gotta
I come
pound
up to a Taco Bell, like I just want water. I can't imagine like a cheesy gordita crunch.
having to pound down a food log.
How many porta
chance.
potties would be along those sidelines?
No, that's
Eating all
ultra
Taco Bell.
marathon style. You don't stop. You just
No.
shit yourself and you
Not in
keep
this
running.
challenge.
Well, how do you
Not in
stop
this
for
challenge.
Taco Bell at 10 different locations?
We don't
It's
just go to,
probably
like, pick
run
off
by the
menu.
front and you grab a box as you're running.
They
And you
just
Yeah,
gotta-
do you get
Give
to
you a bean and
choose-
cheese.
Yeah, do you get to choose, like, do I get a Supreme or a Tostar? Like, do
No,
I get,
there's
or is
no
it just
order.
Like, here's
It's
your
a-
soft taco.
Do you
shut
think
the
it's a
fuck up,
different
keep running.
food item every
every
stop?
stop, yes, guaranteed.
What if like someone can do the 10 stops but is only good for like 7 miles because they've had all that Taco Bell?
Well,
lose.
this isn't the fucking challenge for you, then.
Yeah, and then you lose. That's,
I couldn't make it 3 stops if you drove me there.
no, I
No.
maybe on like the scooter on Scoots Palidorus on
That's,
Scooter Pippin.
this needs to be revamped.
Yeah, if there was some fun involved that didn't require athletic abilities at all.
Blair, how would you hold up during the International Taco Bell 50K race for the bean? Better question. What could you make 10 stops for with or without the running part? Like, could you 10x a Starbucks?
100%.
Oh, nothing but
Actually,
caffeine?
I don't
Come
know.
on.
I would do it for like the first like 4 stops. I'm like, yeah, overconfident, and then I would just be like zinged out of my mind. and
Heart
then-
attack.
If I could
Round-
switch off between like lattes and croissants or like a
Like a light pastry.
If I could
Yes, like a light
choose my
pastry.
menu items anywhere, I'd be fine.
Let's end on Tilly Norwood, the AI actress that has real performers seeing red. On Instagram, Tilly looks like any other thirsty girl next door. She's got flowy brown hair, puppy dog eyes, and an ass you could bounce a quarter off of, Blair. But she's not real. Instead, she or it is a bunch of code and data formulated as the perfect actress who will never forget a line, never demand higher pay, never get hurt, and never walk a picket line. Tilly was created by an AI studio in London called Particle 6, and they created an all-AI comedy online last summer starring Tilly. Now, talent agencies are calling in Tilly could be the first AI actress signed. Production costs can be reduced by up to 90% compared to traditional methods, but many are saying it's destroying the humanity in art. Blair, is it cheating if you walked in on Tyler and Tilly?
It's a saddle and goggles, and on the other side, it's Tilly.
As long as I can like be involved and see what's happening.
You can
No,
put some
you
goggles on.
walk in on him. He has held this from you. He's embarrassed. Turning red just thinking about it.
Like there hasn't been a Tilly situation.
He's connected to the saddle. He's plugged into the wall.
Be in a saddle.
I lost my job. We gotta pay the bill somehow. I'm sorry. Okay?
So if she's acting, like, are there gonna be other actors that you're working with? Like, what if she gets cast as like the major role, but
It's-
then you have like 6 other castmates that are like talking to a pretend version of someone?
They
and
will be
everyone
talking
else
to a
is
tennis
working-
ball on a
It's
stick.
exactly right. The way they interact with dragons in
Yeah.
Game of Thrones,
You're gonna
they would
hate
do
that.
all of their lines and have emotional scenes.
Chris Pratt
with a
will be
tennis ball.
talking to a tennis ball, and one day that is going to be Tilly.
Wow.
Because he's been doing
That's
that for
what
a
I'm
few Jurassic Park
imagining.
movies.
I'm
He's got
imagining
that
the
down.
other characters working with this, you know?
Yeah, and they're pissed. SAG-AFTRA called Tilly a computer-made character that's been trained on the work of countless professional performers without their permission or compensation. I get where they're coming from.
There's a genre for that. Like there should be just like AI film. You can have
There
all
will
your
be.
AI
There will
people and
be.
you can do that all over there. But
Yeah.
then
It will be.
keep the creativity and like the real humans.
That's a great idea, Blair, and I
Okay.
guarantee you someday that'll be a thing, and they won't be able to be included in the Academy Awards for Best
No.
Actor, Best Actress.
You'll have your own awards.
It'll be
section
Best
for them.
AI.
Best
it'll
AI.
coincide with regulation as that gets more
That's
prevalent.
what
They'll
I'm.
have
If it's like best
its own
actress,
thing.
Emily
Best AI
Blunt
actress.
or like Tilly here, then
Yeah.
like that's gonna be a problem. Don't be comparing the two.
You know, we measure the future by our proximity to flying cars. But when you look around with our self-driving Waymos, same-day deliveries, and AI actors getting signed, feels like the future's now. Try explaining some of this shit to someone in the year 2002.
Yeah.
There's like that meme where I'm charging my telephone with my couch. And like, try explaining this to someone 30 years ago. I just want this anaconda to have better CGI than the last one. Is that too much to ask? We have a full CGI actress getting work, but Cocaine Bear used a PlayStation 3 bear?
No.
What the hell?
You're gonna say this, and then you're gonna see it, and you're gonna say, "I like the '90s one better." And the CGI was. I have said that about when you see the CGI, they're like, "God, this is gonna be so good the way that they can do it now." And then you see it, and you're like, kind of like the original better.
Interesting point.
That's what I'm saying now. I'm calling it.
Blair, Ari Spears game, 30 seconds on the clock. Name as many movies as you can starring Matt Damon. Go.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Goodwill Hunting.
Ooh, like that.
The Bourne movies.
Okay,
There's like
that's-
6 of those, right?
I'll give you 3.
Oh, heck yes. The Departed.
Nice.
Matt Damon. Shit. What
That's
else?
it.
Oh, when he was on the planet, was he on?
On the planet. The Martian.
Martian.
Yeah.
Shit. How many do I have? Am I done?
No.
No.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going, Blair. Give me one
No,
more.
don't. Okay. Matt Damon.
Missing some key
Oh,
ones. You'll be
downsizing.
pissed.
Disappointment.
Nice. All right. We'll let you off with that.
Yeah,
Downside.
pretty good.
Never
That's
forget.
You have any more you wanted to add to?
What was
Matt-
I
but yeah, what
missing that
was
was,
she
like, so
missing that you
clear?
had to have? I was expecting some Euro Trip or Stuck on You, like,
Yeah.
for sure.
Euro Trip was like,
His best.
Scotty
Like-
doesn't know.
Oh my God.
Scotty doesn't
Stuck
know.
on You.
Stuck on
Yeah.
You.
What a good flick that was.
What a weird
Love that
flick that was.
movie.
He's not
It was
afraid to
so
do a
good.
downsizing or a Stuck on
No,
You.
he's not.
No.
And it was the early success from
shouldn't
Stuck
be.
on You that gave him the risk taking. He's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll do it.
I'm gonna do downsizing.
Yeah.
Watch. And then
I would take Stuck on You all day over downsizing.
Yeah.
Well done. You did better
Tell
than
me.
expected.
That was really good.
That
Blake.
was
Thank
good.
you.
I was like, who's Matt Damon?
I know. As soon
Who's
as
that again?
you think that
You
it's
know, it's-
easy
man,
until you're on the spot. That's
Aries,
why Aries
brilliant
does
game.
this.
We gave
Yeah.
him a game, and he's like, "That was fun. Now I'm gonna fuck you up."
I'm gonna drag
like-
you to-
Tyler, Samuel L. Jackson, but you have to deliver them in the Charlie Hunnam Ed Gein voice.
Oh.
Go.
Pulp Fiction, Star Wars. There's I really like the one that he's in where he's the guy yelling motherfucker all the time.
That's all of them.
Big
Yeah, tell me when there's not.
big black moan. Is that
Yes.
Black Snake Moan.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane,
Mode.
Black Snake Moan, any snake
Any
movie.
snake,
All the
all the
snakes.
snakes movies.
Hitman's Wife.
No,
There's some recent
no,
ones.
that's not it.
No. That was good.
I'm gonna turn you into a couch someday.
He's upset. He lost. I'm done. I'll be a lampshade tomorrow. So
Growing boy needs some shade.
y'all are freaking me out so much. I hate this voice.
Every boy needs some shade. Lots of good Crunchtober reviews to get into. I got to say, 2025 has not sucked for movies and shows. Some years are better than others, and we complain often about the piles of garbage they put out, but can't say that this year. It's been so good, we don't even have much time to get into the documentaries like we talked about before, that horrible mom catfishing her daughter, or the Charlie Sheen one that casually ends with him like, yeah, I bang guys. Isn't that wild?
Remember that?
Would never in a million years S.A. Corey Haim, but I'll admit to paying millions of dollars of hush money in this documentary. And yeah, I'm totally into banging dudes.
Totally AI.
He came off equal parts transparent and full of shit. I'd still party with Charlie, though. No scroll.
$30,000 a day on crack is absolutely insane.
Oh my god.
That was the,
A day.
damn.
God damn.
The catfishing mom, though, front runner for meme of the year.
That fair.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
The face. is
So
I
meme
love
of the year.
No, I saw actually like the best one like the other day of like an artistic one. Like someone did like a pencil drawing.
Ooh.
And it was like the most realism, like perfect face I've ever seen of her. Like it probably is the most fun thing to draw to get like all of those weird like face crevices.
The most ugly face you could pause on somebody and like get all accentuate all of the horrible things that you see.
The person that got the shot was just like, you have no idea how well you did.
Well, we're still a few months away from the crunchies, but I like that for meme of the year so far. And
It's
speaking of the
also
crunchies,
Cringe Award of the
oh
year.
yeah, I forgot about Cringe Award.
Oh,
That's a new one.
Top of the
Ooh.
list
Might
right
be
now.
nominated for multiple categories this
Yes.
year.
It's gonna be hard to beat for the old Cringe Award. But speaking of crunchies, did y'all see that clip of Shane Gillis hanging out with Miles Teller
Yeah.
at the
Phillies
Philly game?
game.
Because
Oh,
it's funny because Shane
Shane
Gillis
Gillis.
is the front runner for the Miles Teller Award, and there they are hanging out. And that was a hilarious clip. You could see what was going on there.
Mhm, read their lips.
You
and
could,
stuff.
yeah. Miles Teller, they were sitting so close that like they were like
Calling
critiquing the umpire, and like they were able to make their own calls. But he was holding the beer. Miles Teller was, so he was trying not to do the safe call, but with one hand, and turns to Shane and was like, "No, I'm going to be on camera doing like the Nazi salute." And Shane's like, "Oh yeah, dude, you don't want to do that."
Yeah,
And, like,
that's not a good idea. Don't do
that's what they're
that.
talking about.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
clear as day. That's what they're talking about.
He's
It-
like, no, this is not good. You can't do that. That is bad.
That's funny. It was just funny to see Shane Gillis with Miles
as he
Teller.
won
Yeah.
the Miles Teller Award. You know, this whole situation.
He hasn't won it yet, but
Reeks a crunchy.
it does. Grips. Well, let's get into some of our reviews of the things we're seeing this Crunchtober, and I want to play a game as we go. Rotten Tomatoes rarely agrees with our ratings, but they do provide a baseline for public appeal. I'll give you a number for each, and you can tell me if you think the RT score is over or under. Let's start with him. We saw this in the theater. Lured by another Jordan Peele movie, not written, directed, or starring Jordan Peele. Him centers on a promising young football player invited to train at the isolated compound of a dynasty team's aging QB1, played by Something Crunchy alum Marlon Wayans. He takes his protege on a chilling journey into the inner sanctum of fame, power, and the pursuit of excellence at any cost. Incredibly strong visuals and cinematography. There's a 20-minute intensity-building training sequence you immediately think of when looking back on this movie. And there was that hit on that dude that was shot so well you damn near feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It looked really cool. Great stylistic flair, and everyone seems to be unanimous in thinking Marlon absolutely crushed it. But the third act leaves plenty to be desired, in our opinion. I think I speak for all of us when I say that. It got too grandiose, a little devil's advocate, and I'm really getting tired of the Jordan Peele bait marketing. He's being treated like the modern-day Alfred Hitchcock, and let's get real. He's made 3 movies. 2 of them were good.
Yeah.
They did this with Candyman. They did it with Monkey Man. They put his name on something every year that he didn't make.
People love Jordan Peele, and because of all the things that he's done, not just the movies, but everything that he's done, people will see.
Yeah, they trust him.
They trust him. They know that, like, usually he's attached to just great stuff because he's great. But if he's not doing majority of it, then you can't call it a Jordan Peele flick. Like, did he have something to do with it? Sure. But if you're an executive producer,
All that means is it was
you
his
added
money.
funds
One
to
of the producers.
film.
Yeah.
He's Monkey Paw Productions, and there's nothing wrong with giving a boost to like a young filmmaker who, you know, he believes in and believes in the
For
project.
sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. But the whole thing shouldn't be blasted with Jordan Peele marketing as if his movie. They treated it the same way they did Nope or
When he
Get
did
Out
100%
when it was
like
when
that.
it was him.
Didn't they have like 11 different intros from production companies? Wasn't there like
In
this
that
production
movie.
yeah, but before it starts, they showed like the 2-second production
We saw
company
that in the
logo.
theaters, so like we were lost in between 30 minutes of previews
Yeah.
They
and
did, and I actually do remember that because I'm like, wow, there is like 17.
How many
production
people worked on
companies.
this movie?
It
Which
was
ones
this media
didn't?
group. It was shot. I mean, really cool for a lot of it.
Yeah, it was
I
shot
really liked how it
Yeah, I
was
figured
shot.
that was because of
And
all
the
the
music and the
special
move,
effects and CGI.
which I guess requires like 15 different crews. But,
Totally.
But yeah, you can't just call it like a Jordan Peele flick as if it was one of his main
Yeah.
movies that he did when he like just simply didn't do.
come on, Blair. All right, for him, is the tomato score Under or over 40%?
Oh, 40% over.
That's sad.
It's got to be over.
I'm going to say under.
It's under.
It's under.
With
Rotten
198 reviews, it's currently at 31%. Tyler, was it that bad?
No.
Would this crack your Mount Rushmore of best football movies not about football?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
hold on. Let's hike up that mountain for a second. What are the best?
I'm ready to climb.
What are the best non-football football movies? I was trying to think about this the other day. The only one I came up with was Jerry Maguire, and I was
Remember
debating
the
if
Titans.
no, that's a football movie about football.
It is
It had subtones of race and
subtones.
it was that was the second. No, that was
the tone.
It's remember the Titans, not remember the racial tension,
And why do you remember the Titans?
because they are the Titans, the mighty
And
Titans.
what was different?
They are the Titans. It was about camaraderie.
Because
and
of
coming
that
together.
badass defense. They didn't lose a game, Blair, or else coach was going to be out of there.
It
They
is
could not
because
lose a game.
They
had
overcame challenges that others had never done before. And the story is important.
Well-
and that's why they highlight it.
But it
and
was
the
about
great football was
football.
great on
it was-
top of
yeah.
It was
It was-
about
The Peaches had a lot to overcome too, but it's still a baseball movie, Blair.
Don't you bring the peaches into this?
Titans, that's a football movie.
How about
Like,
Lucas?
Oh.
Now you're talking.
Lucas is
That's-
obviously on my list.
That's more not football than football, even though football's happening. That qualifies. Like, and if you're doing the like school scenario, then Rudy could potentially.
100% on the list if Lucas is on the list.
Agreed.
It
If,
is.
if we're gonna let Lucas on, then Rudy should be too. So by that logic, you have something there. And if that's the case, radio needs to at least be.
And The Blind Side.
Radio?
But-
I didn't even.
Blindside's better than radio.
But have you ever thought about sorority boys?
They have as good
So
scenes.
no, that's not.
They have good
Well,
scenes.
That's like that's
That's not
as
a
much a
football
football movie as
No.
Wedding Crashers was with that one
Just
football
because
scene.
you have a good football scene doesn't make it a football
She's
movie.
right.
No,
She's right.
we're not looking for football movies.
We're looking for non-football football movies.
Non-football movies.
School
that have
ties.
Non-football.
football.
School ties.
Football movies.
Correct.
Like, remember the
non-football. Like Ace Ventura.
Stop.
It's
That
all
qualifies.
about-
No, that
it's
qualifies.
all about the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, that
It's not
qualifies.
about football. It's about.
I would have never
You
thought of
said
that.
it.
I would have never thought of Ace Ventura, but that does qualify.
How about The Last Boy Scout
What's Last Boy Scout
with Damon Wayans?
with Damon Wayans?
Yeah.
What? How do we not know this, Blake?
Yeah, I haven't seen Last
brother.
Boy Scout.
All right, well, that's your homework.
Okay.
I got
You
some
gotta,
homework.
you gotta
I know
watch
what we're
that
watching
shit.
tonight.
Draft Day. That's kind of on the border. It's kind
Pretty
of about
football-y.
football.
Yeah.
It's kind of about football.
I mean, kind of about football. The best one is The Program.
That one's about football, but just as much as
Jerry
Draft Day.
Maguire would also be on my list.
Yeah, that would be in
That's-
there with him on a Rushmore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Rudy.
The Program would
And
be
Lucas.
up there. And Rudy and Lucas.
for the final spot. on
Corey
Rushmore?
Haim, little Corey Haim with the glasses on, and Mount Rushmore. That
We're
would
gonna
bring,
just talk
Oh.
that
about
would
the
bring the girls, bro.
We're gonna talk
That
about
would
the
bring
Charlie Sheen
the-
documentary and
We
then
were
Lucas
just
in
we
the
were
same
just
breath.
talking about
And
it.
then Corey Haim makes the Mount Rushmore.
It feels slimy.
Debatable. We definitely have 3 of the top 4 spots, and I'm
so
comfortable
many
with
people
that.
would
It's
disagree with us
objective.
right now.
It's
I just
objective.
would love to hear.
Yeah, I would like some
poll.
input on this.
Let us know if you agree or not.
Feedback on the best football, non-football
No.
movies.
It's non-football football movies. It's non-football football movies.
Its core has to be a football movie, but it has
No.
to not be about football.
The core has to not be about football, but it has to have good football.
It doesn't have to have core. It has to have Corey. If it's got one of those Coreys,
You're in.
it qualifies.
You're on the mountain.
What about the no. I forget. I was gonna say Revenge of the Nerds, but there's not enough football in there for it to even that's not a
There's
non-football
enough
football
scenes
movie.
as if you're gonna
There's
pull
not.
scenes. then
It was a
you're
bad
not.
idea. I had to let you know what I was thinking.
You think
but
I don't want some ogre in here?
I know.
I mean, I
He
would have let
deserves
it.
to be on
you
the
would have let it
list.
slide.
I would have put him on number 5. Like if there was.
Aw.
I don't even think
Honorable
it
mention.
qualifies. Honorable mention for like
Some
a
mountain below.
mhm. It's
Yeah.
it's on like a little mound
On the
looking
way
up.
up.
in the-
Yeah. You hike over ogre to get to the top.
I sent y'all an article the other day where the author was trying to build the perfect team from non-sports movie characters. It was terrible.
Yeah, this is wild.
So bad. I think we need to dust off an old segment.
It's Fist the List.
Yes!
Wow, that was a long time
Oh
ago.
my god.
It has been a few seasons. Okay, Miles Surrey from The Ringer. Now, he did have Danny Ocean as the head coach, which I did not hate. I could see that working. But the majority of this is garbage. We got Johnny Utah at QB. Clearly, it should be Lamar from Revenge of the Nerds with his
so
limp-wristed throwing technique. Come on. We just, fresh to thinking about the Nerds.
Yeah.
Who do you like at QB? Obviously, you're going to have Uncle Rico at backup because you know he would never squander the opportunity if he were to go in. So I like him as backup QB, but who's QB1?
Well, Uncle Rico is my QB1, but backup, I got Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers.
Rico. That's
Rico.
QB1. You got him coming off the bench behind Uncle Rico?
He could throw a fucking football over them mountains, brother.
Oh my God. Just throw me the ball, Diz. No, I love.
It's actually not a bad call.
No, Rico's Roughnecks. That's such a good call. Double Rico. I love your like, I like your backup QB. I'm starting him. At least we know to have him on the team.
He's going to play good because if he doesn't, he knows he's getting replaced forever by Johnny.
You know, if Lance didn't go down and hurt his knee,
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Lance Harbor.
you know that guy was going to have a serious future in fictional
Such a
football.
Good career in
Yeah.
fictional football. It would have been amazing. What a winner he would have been.
Would have had calendars.
Way better than Johnny Utah. Man, point blank. All right, so Miles has Ethan Hunt and Leatherface at running back. Ethan Hunt's pretty good, actually. I don't hate that.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
That's not bad. I like A-Train from the Boys, RB1.
Yeah, I was thinking like who's just like lightning
And I
fast.
could use some Ethan Hunt off the bench in like a third down situation, like a Scataboo.
You guys are thinking locally. You need to start thinking globally. What about the Juggernaut from X-Men? Like, why not get him the ball and just...
I got him at defensive end.
Evan Peters.
He's D.
Oh, yeah, that's...
He's D-line. You're thinking what, Silver Surfer? Who is Evan Peters?
No, the fast guy.
Where he can like pause everyone.
He's
like
so
that's
fast.
running back.
Yeah,
that's like my primary.
That's
right
good.
there.
What'd you do?
That is good. What'd you do, man?
What'd you do, man?
What'd
I'm
you
just
do?
gonna pause and I'm just gonna like run through everyone and set everything up and like you just didn't even see me.
I'd also like to take a minute to remind everyone that Al Bundy once scored four touchdowns in a single game.
That's who I have as a head coach.
Really?
Al
you
Bundy.
Al Bundy or the O'Shea?
It's
Little
double.
Giants Al Bundy or Married with Children Al Bundy?
This is so difficult.
I'd like to show you my list, too. It says at fullback, Juggernaut, and at halfback, Al Bundy.
Wow.
Oh.
See, we have some overlap here. We're all part
My
of the
little
same team.
fullback.
It's nice. Trinity from The Matrix at wide receiver. By that logic, why not have Superman or The Flash catching passes?
Exactly.
Totally.
Yeah.
Spider-Man with his sticky webs.
It's too easy.
Come on. It's
too easy.
That's stupid. Kronk at tight end. I just think he was like as close to Gronk and used that. Emperor's New Groove. I'm terrible. I'm thinking the Hound or the Mountain from Game of Thrones here.
Yeah.
One of those
Something
big fuckers.
Big.
Something big.
I actually liked some of those guys from The Longest Yard. Like I want some like prison, huge little
Yeah, I got some of those guys on the
that are
line.
just, like,
Cheeseburger Eddie's for sure on the
big
line.
and angry and like ready to fight.
But
Rip your head
Jeremy
off.
Renner from Tag.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
getting around him.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or the
Wow.
Wolf Kid from Twilight.
Okay, I have an offensive line coach.
Yeah. Oh, you got an O-line
Blair has
coach?
no players, but she's like coordinator, O-line coach, water
Stay
boy.
with me. Obviously, we know the water.
We're sourcing Cisco for all the snacks.
Okay, Hank Hill needs a place on this team.
Yeah, Hank Hill for sure. I could see him being the commentator. He's gonna be.
Oh, announcer, commentator, yes.
Oh,
He's a ball. Lance Harbor on the ball.
Yeah, we're
Wait.
getting somewhere now.
He has Sherman Klump as defensive tackle, a notoriously sweet,
No.
non-confrontational scientist
A
with
teddy bear?
self-esteem
I don't like
issues.
that at all.
You're
No.
not building a team for the lab. You just picked him because he's fat, and I resent that.
Yeah, no,
No.
you need somebody with
I don't
some
like
grit, somebody with a little bit of anger.
Okay, Buddy Love could be
Well, Blair, Buddy Love is skinny.
Yeah.
someone. not
Blair's
as
like
tackle.
Sherman Klump. How about Buddy Love? Blair.
My old
Flip it
friend.
around.
Buddy Love.
No, Blair, lineman. Can I count on you, William Robert?
I'll be your soldier.
Come on.
Be my little soldier.
I don't think you could do better than Billy Bob, but he can't do it alone. So throw in Rocksteady and Bebop,
Ooh.
Cheeseburger Eddie too. A couple of those guys you like
yeah.
from The Longest Yard.
Yes, exactly.
I like the twins from Nothing But Trouble. Remember them, Bobo and
Oh
Little
yeah,
Devil?
yeah, that's a good call.
The weird shaped fellows.
That's a good. Luke Hobbs, a defensive end from Hobbs and Shaw. That's where I think Juggernaut of X-Men fame would probably be a good fit. King Leonidas from 300 at linebacker. Actually, that's pretty good.
I think you're wrong on Juggernaut, bro. You can't stop him.
I think he can stop anybody.
He's not the immovable force. He's the unstoppable object.
Your mom's the unstoppable force. She's the unstoppable object. I like Bobby Boucher or Chuck Norris at linebacker.
Ooh.
At linebacker?
Yeah.
I'm going to put Eric.
Chuck Norris, 100%.
Chuck Norris would be fucking sweet
You're
out
going to
there.
put him or
Yeah.
Bobby Boucher, and understand
Bobby
that.
Boucher plays linebacker. He
Or
is
Chuck
a linebacker.
Norris. Like, let's put these two up against each other and see who's going to get the job.
One at Mike, one at Sam. Strong, weak player.
Strong and weak. I like Eric Bana in that like
Oh.
pre-Hulk. I mean, as the Hulk, but not as the Hulk.
Potential
Hulk.
for Hulk.
Yeah, potential. If the
Wait,
like
Eric Bana, the actor,
yeah, Eric Bana in
as Hulk.
as Hulk, but regular.
Okay,
You know.
not Ed Norton Hulk, but Bana Hulk.
Yes.
Pretty hulking.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Bane.
Bane.
Throw
like,
some Bane in there.
Get like
Ooh.
half like wrestler.
That's very
half Bane,
linebacker.
Like, or
Yeah.
warrior
Bane for linebacker
Bane.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely
I
done.
feel like he would just like.
Do you think Rocky could do it? Stallone.
Ooh,
Think he could put a helmet on? He needs the helmet.
his head's too big for a helmet. And he's already got the CTE.
Yeah, it would go up.
Probably go for it.
Bodie from Point Break at corner. Two characters from Point Break making your all-fictional football team. Miles.
Come on.
What about Dalsim from Street Fighter for corner?
You know that's a winner.
She doesn't have to run. He just sits there and
In
grabs
corner,
balls.
like-
If
that's
if that's an option,
That's amazing.
Dulcim
an
is
option.
always my pick. When there's
Fictional
an option.
character? For sure.
I don't know if Jackie Chan could do anything better than Dalsim, but Jackie Chan, young Jack out there,
I like him as a
could.
corner for sure.
just flipping over
So
people, grabbing
fast.
bowls.
Just doing parkour around guys
Yeah.
out there. I can see that for sure. He's got Forrest Gump returning kicks, and I don't hate
an
that.
obvious
But his
choice.
character plays football. This list is a team of non-football players. He fisted his own list with that one.
Yeah.
What about like
Self-fist.
So, what about Tasmanian Devil or Sonic? Like
Yeah.
something.
Something fun. I put my brain around this one, and I came up with Cliff from Dead Man on Campus.
Oh, it's so good. You're not taking down Cliff.
Who is
Oh,
taking
man.
that crazy Cliff?
God, I missed that character.
I
He didn't
missed
get
that
his spin-off.
so- I know,
Yeah.
I'm
Just be
upset.
honest.
Should have got his own.
I would
One, where's
still
that guy
watch it.
been, and why is he still not
We need
making
more.
movies?
Which one of
Need
these
him now.
lesbos is for me?
Oh, you
It's
just
one of the best characters.
can't get away with
funny.
shit like that anymore.
I miss that kind of thing.
What a fucked up
Oh,
premise for a movie. Like explain a movie poorly. That's like a
That's a great game.
that's just such a fucked up one. You wouldn't do that today.
A couple of students tried to convince their roommate to kill themselves so that they could
Yes,
get an A.
yes.
yeah,
Like
and it
that
was
would.
so well done.
Fucking
It was.
crazy.
It was still funny, but like the subject matter and like the fact that it was a
Crazy.
comedy. That's just man.
I dressed like Mark Paul Gosselaar for like 4 years after that movie came out.
Did you dye your hair?
No,
super dark,
I
though?
went sweater vest and like
Over the checkered
over
shirts
the,
and the
no,
flannels?
like over the like dress shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Button up with the
hmm
sweater.
with the
and
sweater
pants.
vest and
yeah.
khakis.
It's a good look.
Man, the sweater vest went so hard for a while. That was like Dawson's Creek days.
Oh,
like
so
that was
good.
just
Mhm.
before or after the Abercrombie phase was
Yeah.
when you were like deep into some sweater
It
vests.
was like the next step up after Abercrombie.
So once upon a time, we were gonna go do some reviews.
Oh, yeah.
and
Oh,
talk
yeah.
talk about the movies and shit we've seen for Crunchtober. That was a while ago. We've only talked about him. We've
That we have only gotten to one.
kind of went on a couple tangents there. But that
We
was
had to
fun.
fist a list.
We
real
did have to
quick,
fist a
but
list real quick.
We're back.
And you know what? That list needed a fisting.
It did. And honestly, it's been a while. I needed a good fist.
That was a while since
I
we
needed a good
fisted
fist.
list. Let's talk about weapons. I'm fresh off of this one. It's getting a lot of hype. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. Same guy who did Barbarian, which was really good until it wasn't. This one had a much bigger budget, and really no horror movie has any business being shot this well. He really succeeds in filming a nonlinear structure, and that was the case for Weapons. The same story being told by the POV of each individual character. Julia Garner and Josh Brolin, even some Justin Long for good measure. It's getting high praise. But what say the tomato meter? Higher or lower than 85%?
85.
85.
Over.
Lower.
Under.
Over.
It is over. Sitting at 93% with 366 reviews, more than double the amount of him. So it is getting a lot of review, and 93%.
For good reason?
For good reason. It was good. It was good. And I know
you would agree?
And its antagonist is getting a spinoff as well. It was shot really well. There was some things that were new and different in there. And with Josh Brolin and Julia Garner.
Oh, love him.
He's always good. And this was, I think,
was she.
This was her at her best. She hasn't always played the most likable characters. Like she did well in that Inventing Anna, but she was so despicable that you just didn't like her.
All of her characters are
and even in Ozark, a little shrieky at times, but still she's a good actor, and you can't.
Yeah, you
plays
can
the part.
That's
well.
undeniable. It was well done. That was definitely worth a see. If you're going to see one thing this Crunchtober, that would be it. It should be streaming for free here pretty soon, but right now it's like $10 on Prime. Let's move on to a series, Black Rabbit. When the owner of the hottest restaurant in New York allows his troubled brother to return to the family business, he opens the door to old traumas and new dangers that threaten to bring down everything they've built. You saw some B-Rabbit. Did you finish it?
No, which kind of shows how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanted it. I had Ozark expectations, and it
Mhm.
didn't quite hit that. Although entertaining, and I'll watch anything Bateman. I'm glad I started it. But was it enough to finish it? No, I haven't finished it yet.
You had other things that you
I did.
needed to
Other
start,
things took
and
precedence, and I got involved.
that makes sense.
There was lots of better things to watch.
My queue got quite full.
Mother knows that there's a good show on, and that wasn't one of the ones that Mother liked.
Mother knows every growing boy needs a good series to watch.
I can't handle it.
But yeah, B-Rabbit, it was a dramatically dark filmed mystery thriller. Some of the plot was extremely obvious. Other parts were less predictable. The tension is laid on thick and gives almost drawn out Uncut Gems vibes. The characters aren't very multidimensional, but Jason Bateman and Jude Law were excellent together. With lesser actors, this may have been pretty forgettable, but they went hard in the paint, and there was plenty of emotional discomfort because they were really believable as brothers. Let's set the over-under at 65%. What are you thinking?
Under.
5.
I'm going under.
Under 2.
You're both going under. It's at 67% on the
Wow.
old Mato meter.
You said it was dark, and boy, was it dark. I could barely see.
First
most of
episode
that.
was hard to make out.
It was
what
so
you're
dark.
seeing.
It was physically dark to see the whole thing.
It wasn't near as good as Ozark, but it held my attention. 67% is
got
actually
my
pretty
attention.
accurate. I was at a 7 out of 10 on the Crunchometer, and that's
Yeah.
mainly just because of
I was a 5.
those guys. You're at a 5?
Yeah.
I thought Jude Law was great.
There's a twist, though, 3 episodes before it ends,
We didn't even get
That,
the twist.
Super
ties
duper.
the whole thing together. It makes it kind of...
I like seeing
It's the
Jason
payoff.
Bateman in a different role. He's usually just such a likable character.
He's normally Jason Bateman.
And I love that.
Sometimes you need a good JB.
I do.
Let's talk about Wayward for a minute. Another series.
Whoa.
Nothing is what it seems in the small town of Tall Pines. After an escape attempt from an academy for troubled teens, 2 students join forces with a newly local police officer, unearthing the town's dark and deeply rooted secrets. Toni Collette carries this cast on her back, but it was twisted and intense. A fucked up look into institutional control and manipulation. The Tall Pines Academy reminds me of those documentaries about the teen correctional camps of the 80s, where they even kidnapped you in the middle of the night,
The
like the way they did in the
Elon
show.
School.
Yeah.
Yes.
The character of Alex is played by Mae Martin, the cop, who also wrote the series. That was cool to learn, but they are distractingly identical to Topher Grace. It was hard not to see Eric Foreman every time they're in a scene.
Very Topher.
Man.
Good. Okay, love some Toni Collette. Always.
Love some Topher Collette.
And honestly, this was kind of a mind fuck. Like those institutions like really are terrifying for anyone to think about. And that was like a very real thing for a very long time.
Good subject matter.
Yeah.
Yes. And the fact that you can kind of like grasp like this is like what real people went through. And that part of it was like really creepy. And then you like turn into like, oh, maybe this therapy is working for me. It's like that's insane. Like when you make the switch of like, oh, I'm meant to be here. This is helping me. And you're like, oh my God, it's working. No, but the whole thing was crazy. I didn't know where it was going to go. Is there going to be more seasons of this?
No, I think it's a limited series.
No, I feel like oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like they left it to where they could continue the baby. And it was like, this was going to be the first baby born to everyone in the city. And they were like, it's ours now. So I feel like next season they would have just
Baby
the whole
season.
town raising this like one child together as a little crazy cult group.
It takes a village.
Over or under 80%.
What? 80? Under.
Under.
It said 78%
Oh, just barely.
Wow.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
That was
Fairly.
good.
It's good.
78.
But like him, is it 31%?
Yeah, I'm
And
upset. That's
78?
misplaced.
Rotten Tomatoes is terrible.
Misplaced.
That's stupid. Let's move on to Monster. Got Ed
Y'all
Gein in
have
the
been
house.
waiting for this.
Time to do a deep dive into Monster. Ed Gein, a seemingly harmless Wisconsin recluse in the 1950s, commits horrific crimes that shock the nation. Over or under 70%? Let's get that out of the way.
70. I've been saying under a lot, but I'm going to say over.
Both going over.
Yeah.
It's currently at 40%
Oh,
on Rotten
I
Tomatoes.
liked it way more than that.
And let's talk about why. I want to do a deeper dive on this one, really peel the skin back.
Stop.
They were a little too on the nose with their holding a mirror to society with the lines like, you're the one who can't look away.
Yeah.
It does ask the question, who is the monster? Because it's absolutely true that we have glamorized and sensationalized characters like this. Who's more monster? The strange, isolated guy with untreated mental health issues who did terrible things, or the filmmakers who took inspiration from his life and profit from sensationalizing it for entertainment? I heard Charlie Hunnam talk about how prior to Ed Gein, the monsters and stories were more Dracula, werewolves, Frankenstein. Psycho changed all of that. People became the monsters, and it changed storytelling. It doesn't change the fact that he did a Winnie the Pooh voice for Ed Gein.
So
and
did
Ed
Ed
Gein
Gein
didn't
really
sound like that.
He did
No,
not?
he did not sound like that.
So what was his like inspiration for that?
I don't-
Why did he do
I
it?
think
Just
they were
because it was so
going-
different than anything else he'd ever
He
done?
was like a meek, quiet, awkward loner guy, and I think they were trying to draw from like the Wisconsin voice, and I don't know. I think they didn't do enough research into like how he actually sounded for him to go into such a
Or he heard like
unique-
a sample of it or something and then like went off of that. But that
There's-
is interesting.
There's plenty of samples, and there's stuff going around the internet where you hear his real voice, and it's just
Not that.
It's just not that. Ed Gein didn't sound like that. Tyler said he sounded like the voiceover video of the German Shepherd from forever ago. You know those treats you like?
Yeah.
The ones with bacon wrapped around them?
Yeah.
Well, I gave him to the cat.
No.
Oh!
Yeah, the voice was hard to get past.
Voice ruined it a little bit for me, but it didn't bother me as much as it did others. I was more bothered about the complete fictionalization of real people who were a part of the story. He wasn't a ladies' man. Adeline was a real person who lived nearby, but never claimed to even have gone in his house. The show suggests she was like in on it and knew he was digging up graves, and that bothered me.
Did you pick up the green?
No, the use of color. There's red and green.
Yeah.
And like Tyler had mentioned earlier, he was like, I feel like a lot of this that we see is either like not real. If you see something that's like, there was like a soup that was very green.
No, she was pouring coffee and it went
Oh,
from
coffee.
coffee
Yeah,
to green.
I did see that.
Yeah,
And
there was
then-
like a few different things. She would wear super red lipstick, or there was just certain
I
things.
did
If
see
people
that.
be wearing certain color, like it'd
Yeah.
be very muted, and then all of a sudden a bright color. and it would either feel like it was like either is this
That was him
hallucination?
imagining all that shit. That was not real at all. That was what was going on inside of his head. And he thought he was having a real relationship with a girl that was not there.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Well,
I can
considering
get behind
the
that.
end of it and now realizing, that he
But
was
even
a
after
complete
he was
schizophrenic.
locked up, they were interviewing her as in like she's telling the story as if like
Was
I
she
don't know.
wearing green?
I don't think so.
There was a reasoning for the color.
Yeah.
What it means exactly, not sure, but they brought a lot of others into the story.
And it was just embellishing. Like they showed him killing the 2 hunters with a chainsaw. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't
See,
even
that's
confirmed
hard.
he killed those men at all, and they did not die by chainsaw. They just wanted a connection to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
See, I don't like that. Like, if you have it, he's already like a crazy story.
And he
as
confessed to
is.
so much shit. No confirmation he killed his brother, and he confessed to everything.
It's already just leave it as wild as it already is. You didn't need to falsify the other
Well,
thing.
the problem was they needed more content, and you want to compare it to Dahmer, the Menendez brothers, but those were both in the 80s. With the 24-hour news cycle we have today, public court cases with lots of
Yeah.
media attention. Gein was
The
way
40s.
before that, 50s.
40s.
I thought it was the 50s.
Looked it up.
Look that up. Even in his description, Ed Gein, seemingly harmless Wisconsin recluse in the 50s, commits horrible crimes. Like he got arrested in 57.
He was still born through He was alive through all of it.
No, he was
He
alive.
went through the 40s.
And remember,
was
he
there.
did go through the 40s. And remember, they're talking about all the stuff from World War II and the war criminals that got
Yes.
caught. That was in the 40s.
Mm.
But yeah, less coverage in the 50s. They felt compelled to up his kill count. I'm not sure they needed to do that. I agree that
No.
he was
There's
plenty
enough.
crazy and creepy and disgusting as it was.
Focus on making the lampshades and the chairs.
He
and the
did do
insane
that.
shit that he really did. Like, you don't need to shove all the other stuff in. Just focus more time
True.
on the like psychotic things that he did actually
Yeah.
confess to.
He also said he never banged corpses, which,
That's debatable.
like, I mean, he said he wouldn't do that because of the smell. And you're like, well, that checks out. He's even like, oh, that's a little gross, even for me.
He wouldn't fuck them, but he would wear them.
He'd wear them.
If you're gonna wear them, that's way worse than fucking it.
make a
No
chair out of one.
way.
To wear like a chest with breasts right by your face, where if you're just gonna
That's like
fuck
methodical
it-
work, and that's but you have to be sexually aroused to even like try, and that's like a
Well, someone like him who was imagining a lot of things, I feel like could probably figure that part out.
probably could. If
Schizo-
anybody could, he
schizophrenic.
could.
Yeah.
I'd
If
bet
you
on
could
him.
create a whole world that fits for you, you can do it.
Eddie could do it.
Yeah.
I liked it overall, and in way better than the general public seemed to. I remember during the
Yeah, I
last
would've
couple
given it
seasons,
more.
these are good, but I can't believe they didn't start with Gein or Gacy. But Lizzie Borden is next.
Yep.
Yeah.
That could be pretty good.
Which
I don't know
Charlie
much about
Hunnam
that.
is cast as Lizzie Borden's dad.
So he'll be reused like
Yeah.
they do in American Horror Stories.
Yeah,
like used to
which
same
I do
actors.
like
Oh, that's
that.
cool. That's cool.
Interested to see that. I agree. I think Ed Kemper would be a good one. But they mentioned so many of these people.
Ed Kemper would be, yeah.
But Ed Kemper was at the end of
was.
of the Ed Gein one. But maybe they would do like Night Stalker or something.
Who else would be deserving of a full season? Kemper would be good. Gacy, they have to do at some point. I think he said that he wasn't going to do Gacy or Bundy, but they alluded to so much Bundy in the last
But
one.
Bundy was in the last one.
I don't know. Night Stalker for sure, but they kind of did that in one of the American Horror Stories already.
Yeah, but not a lot. Like they could do a deep dive into him. Night Stalker was up to so much shit, and like
That was creepy.
not only did he do the thing, but he did all the stuff afterwards and like I mean they all did fucked up things and dismemberments and stuff like that. But I feel like Night Stalker kind of took that to an additional level, and a lot of people.
What about Jack the Ripper? Like go way back.
I feel like it would end up like a Gein situation where there's not a lot of
There's
coverage,
not
so
enough.
there's a lot of making
Yeah, they'd
up
have to
the
make it
rest
up.
of it.
Oh,
where
sure,
Night
so
Stalker,
true.
there's like a lot more information.
That's true. BTK killer.
They-
Recent one.
There already is something about that.
Really?
There's another documentary because I kept hearing about the daughter saying I found out that when they said your dad's the BTK killer.
Oh
and she
yeah,
was
I think I
like-
saw that. That's a documentary though, right?
Yeah,
No, we're talking strictly R. Murph.
I love
Guy
the. I
stays
like how
busy.
they're. I'm a Ryan Murphy fan. I like how he shoots.
Yeah, I
things.
like
I
it.
mean, it was like wild to watch. And
He gets so much shit for glamorizing violence, and he's like don't watch my shit and make it like as popular as it is if you don't like the subject matter.
It definitely doesn't need to be like glorified, but the fact of like just telling stories in different ways. I mean, he is a
True
good
crime and all that
storyteller.
is like the number one genre
People are
in
obsessed.
everything, all things media.
They're
That's
gonna
true.
watch it and look it up and listen to every single thing there is about it. So you might as well make a super cool series about it.
Yeah.
It's what people want to end up watching.
It's got electrolytes. It's what people crave. Keeping up with the Crunchtober vibes. And if you're not following us on TikTok, at Something Crunchy, what's the matter with you? Get involved and find us on Facebook as well. Don't forget to check out somethingcrunchy.com where you'll find every episode, our links to social media, and the almighty Crunch Store where you'll find all kinds of crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. All episodes can be found at somethingcrunchy.com and on all podcast platforms. Thank you for listening.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
Oh, don't you dare.
I'm Cullen Blake. With me, as always, Blair and Tyler Dressel.
I hate it.
We got a fun one tonight, full on Crunchtober vibes.
Keep going. No, don't stop.
Honestly, 6 Man was very dramatic.
You know, Blair, 6 Man does not suck.
Just saying.
Tell me you don't get the feels
I cried.
during some 6 Man.
I cried.
Every
Every
time.
time.
Every time.